Hello and welcome to What's Next Weekly, Premier NX's weekly podcast for forward-thinking leaders who aren't just keeping up with change. They're defining what comes next.
I'm Sophia Grant.
And I'm Alex Reed. Each week, we break down the biggest challenges and opportunities in business growth, digital transformation, and AI, giving you the insights you need to lead with confidence.
In today's episode, we're tackling something every mid-market leader is thinking about right now: moving beyond budgets. We'll explore why having the plan isn't the same as delivering on it, the 3 operational priorities that will define 2026, and how to build an operating model that actually executes at the speed of opportunity.
Let's get started.
Yeah, let's dive right in.
So, looking at the operational shifts needed to actually execute today. Because, having a plan is great.
But actually delivering on it is a whole different beast.
Exactly, especially in a dynamic market. You're a mid-market leader listening to this, right?
Yeah.
You know the tension. You've got this static annual budget, but the market is moving way faster than that.
Right. It's like it's July, the market has completely flipped, and you're staring at a Q1 budget that, frankly, belongs in a museum.
It's completely obsolete.
Exactly. Relying on those rigid, static budgets creates this massive structural lag, and the stats back this up.
Oh yeah, the 57% figure.
Yes. 57% of business executives admit they're actively missing opportunities simply because they can't make decisions fast enough.
Which is wild. More than half. It basically tells us the market isn't rewarding the best planners anymore.
No.
It's rewarding the best operators. So how do we fix the operating model?
Well, the first big priority is moving away from that traditional fixed headcount.
Right, into what we call elastic capacity.
Exactly. It's about paying for the work getting done rather than just, paying for the seats being filled. The old reflex was always to just hire more permanent people whenever you wanted to grow.
Right, but growth isn't a straight line.
Exactly. It happens in these unpredictable waves. Say you need to scale up your finance team for a big M&A push.
Or expanding your customer experience team for a seasonal product launch.
Right. You don't want to be permanently anchored to those high talent costs once that wave inevitably passes.
I hear that, but hiring specialized temporary talent sounds great.
Yeah.
Until you realize how hard it is to actually onboard those people.
Oh, the training delays.
Yeah. Does it just snap back on you? Like, how does a company manage that elasticity without losing weeks to onboarding?
That is the real challenge. It requires a fundamental shift in how work is documented and delegated. You need standardized processes that a flexible workforce can plug into immediately.
And I guess that leads right into the second priority, which is pairing the speed of a machine with the gut check of a human.
Machine plus mind.
Yeah. Instead of just letting bots run the business, you let AI handle the heavy lifting.
Right. Things like scanning thousands of financial transactions for anomalies in seconds.
Or just knocking out those routine customer service inquiries.
Exactly. And then you bring in the human experts for the nuance.
The final judgment calls.
Yeah, and the empathy that a machine just can't fake. Let machines do what they do best, so humans can do what they do best.
But if that AI is just working inside one isolated department, you're going to hit a wall, which ties into the third priority.
Eliminating handoff friction.
Yes, the silo tax. Because most bottlenecks don't happen inside a single team.
No, they happen when one department tries to pass information to another. When disconnected systems produce competing versions of the truth, your entire strategy just slows to a crawl.
Right. Imagine a single customer order coming in. In a fluid model, that order instantly updates inventory and ops.
Triggers the billing process in finance.
And alerts the customer experience team for proactive outreach. No manual data entry.
No blind spots.
Execution speed entirely depends on that seamless exchange. In 2026, the competitive edge won't come from just having better data.
It's going to come from having better data flow.
Getting that flow right is really what separates a good plan from actual execution.
Completely agree.
Speaking of execution, here's something to mull over. If AI takes over all that routine execution and heavy lifting we just talked about.
Just starter work.
Yeah, the starter work. What happens to the entry-level jobs where human experts usually cut their teeth and learn the business?
That is a really valid question. How do we train the future minds if the machines are doing all the foundational stuff? Definitely something to think about as you build out your operating model.
And that brings us to the end of our discussion on moving beyond budgets and into the operational priorities that will define 2026. We hope this gives you a fresh lens to look at your own operating model.
Absolutely. If today's episode resonated with you, please subscribe to What's Next Weekly on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss a conversation. Leaving a rating or review helps us connect with more leaders like you.
We'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these three priorities, elastic capacity, AI with human judgment, or cross-functional data flow, is the biggest opportunity in your organization right now? Share with us on LinkedIn by tagging Premier and X and using the hashtag What's Next Weekly.
For more insights, show notes, and resources from today's discussion, visit our website at premiernx.com.
A quick note, this podcast episode is based on articles and industry insights and was produced with the support of Google AI services.
Join us next week on What's Next Weekly, Premier NX's weekly podcast, where we'll continue exploring how to turn today's operational challenges into tomorrow's growth opportunities.
Until then, keep building what's next.